Please give a warm welcome to Mr. Cedric Juan and Miss Kate Juan.
Hello, hello everyone. Maraming salamat po at sinamahan nyo kami dito ngayon at magkaroon tayong discussion about sa pagkakaroon ng bahay.
That's right. All right. And joining them to moderate our discussion is the property editor and assistant vice president for special projects at the Philippine Daily Inquirer. Please welcome Ms. Tech Samaniego.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to It Feels Right by Philinvestland and Philippine Daily Inquirer and the other sponsors. Alam niyo po, wala ko ng star quality ni Dexter at ni Maui. But what I do have and what I feel I can share would be our expertise in terms of home investment. What is our objective in putting, an event such as this inside the mall? Because we feel that the mall is the place where family would usually converge, where individuals would usually go if they want to rest. So, si Philinvest is bringing that idea of realizing your dreams closer to you. Sila na ang nagdala nung magagandang options para sa inyo. So, to start off, siguro, Carl, I'd like to ask, for a newly married couple, is there such a thing as it feels right to invest now? Meron ba siyang formula?
Tech, thank you very much for the question. You know, sometimes we feel na we just got married, hindi pa right time. Kasi we're just starting out. But I tell you, what is better? You put your investments now or later pag may anak ka na, madami ka ng gastusin, nagbabayad ka na ng tuition. So if you can really analyze your financials, the best time is when you're just newly married kasi bago pa, wala pa masyadong gastusin.
Is there math to it?
Alright. I always receive that question. Oh. May dalawang approaches. Sa internet, you will see the percentage approach. Like 50% of your income, you can invest. But medyo confusing yan kung mababa yung income mo or super taas naman. So another way to approach it is the peso value approach. Wherein, you write down all your household expenses. You call it the household hurdle rate. Yung tinatawid mo, hurdle every month. So yung hurdle natin, kunwari nakatira ka with your parents, 20,000 lang yung hurdle mo. Pero sweldo mo, 100,000 a month. So meron kang 80,000 of surplus. So you compute it in a peso amount. If you're living alone, and then your household expense is 50,000, pero double income na kayo, earning 150. So you can talk to your spouse and say, uy, we have a surplus of 100,000. So that is will help give you clarity if afford mo o hindi.
So I think ang key dito talaga is to really make sure na we compute. Kasi hindi pwedeng basta sisigi lang tayo. Because remember, property investment is a lifetime investment. It's like investing in your own future legacy. So I'd like to ask, as a newly married couple, was it a major consideration at the onset to buy a home?
I think, lalo na kung sobrang affordable yung may mahanap ka na sobrang affordable na bahay or na place. Kasi basically, ang pinaka-core naman din talaga ng pagsasamahan nyo ay yung marriage nyo. Then after that, kailangan yung stability. And stability, ang stability dyan ay yung pagkakaroon ng bahay. So talagang kailangan, isa siya sa mga kinoconsider talaga namin. Simula nung nagsimula kami na bumuo ng pamilya. Yeah.
Should it be something mutual?
Definitely, kailangan mutual, both are comfortable, both are aligned. In case sa umpisa, hindi pa aligned si Mrs. or si Mr. Kasi normally in a marriage, there will be a saver and a spender. So usually, hindi kayo magka-align. So it helps na meron kayong, let's say, third-party mentor who will like kinda bring clarity to your situation. And then, pag united na kayo, you move forward together.
So let's remember that we have to have in a marriage, meron dapat saver and spender. Kasi mahirap po kung pareho kayong spender. 'Di ba? Walang titira for your first home. Now I'd like to ask Kate. I already asked kanina si Cedric but for you as a new mom, what are the non-negotiables? When do you know that it's right, that it feels right for your kid, ang isang bahay?
I think first and foremost, ang priority namin bilang bagong parents is other than the safety and the well-being of our family, it's important kasi that the foundation of raising a child it starts with the parents. So if we're in a safe environment to kind of nurture that for me and my husband and my child, I think we're going to apply the same thing in trying to find our dream home or our future home. Kailangan yun yung magiging pundar at foundation so that we can build good memories together and for our child.
So I would like to emphasize that yung bahay ng bawat isa is the very foundation of your family. So it's good to find the space where you can actually nurture, especially yung lumalaki ninyong anak. I'd like to ask also, is now a better kumaga time to buy? Given that I heard from Philinvest alone, they kept on announcing a while ago about the different ons that they're doing. So is that something that as a potential investor, dapat kong patulan right away?
Okay. Maybe two aspects to it. No? Number one, if you're in a surplus right now, if you're here at medyo nakakagaang tayo sa buhay, it's a good time for you. Second, let me ask you a question. If you're going to H&M, when will you buy? Today? Or pag may sale sa weekend? When do you buy? Pag may sale, right? Kasi makatipid tayo eh. And I think, from what Dexter mentioned kanina, maraming promos today. So kung nakakagaan tayo sa buhay ngayon, may surplus tayo, abangan nyo pag may sale.
Cedric, I'd like to ask you, because you've mentioned you are currently residing in a family home. Parang, considering the comfort that it provides, kasi familiar na yung environment, nako-consider mo pa ba to move and eventually invest in your own space?
Oo naman. Currently kasi, we're living together. And kami lang naman, hindi man namin kasi may family ko. And it's a family-owned property. Siyempre, we really have to consider na first thing, family property siya. Gusto natin na at the end of the day, dating sa point naman sabi natin na itong property na to, sa amin na to. And eventually kasi, pwedeng yung mga younger siblings ko, pwedeng gamitin nila yon if ever na kailangan nila in the future because it's a family property. Iba kasi yung paghawak mo na talaga yung titulo ng bahay mo at ng lupa mo na hindi ka na mag-worry na kailangan ba namin lumipat or meron bang kailangan gumamit ng place na to. 100% yung control namin dun sa property na meron kami. Yeah.
Would you like to add on that? I mean, meron naman, sabi nga nila, mas tipid sana yon kasi meron namang space. But eventually, Kate, would you want a space na sa inyo talaga ni Cedric?
Oo naman, syempre. Alangan naman, diba, pagising mo sa umaga, palagi nandun yung in-laws mo. Ang hirap naman nun.
Mahirap.
At saka syempre,
Si Carl talaga.
pangarap, di ba? Parang, do you still live with your in-laws, Char? But like for me, my very wish for my son is that he has a house that he'll grow up in. Or at least, kunyari, he has his family of his own, mapapasa niya rin yun. It'll be the family house, kumbaga. I feel like every Filipino wishes to have a family, a home of their own.
Yeah. And I think, isang factor din dun, yung peace of mind kasi. Di ba? Mas ma-nurture mo yung family mo, mas may enjoy mo yung moments together pag meron ka sariling place. Yeah.
So let's keep that in mind. No matter how nice and how generous yung in-laws natin, it's still
Yes.
nice. No, seriously. It's still nice to have a space na meron kang freedom to run it the way you want it, especially with a growing family such as theirs. So, ikaw, Carl, next question ko is, if you were already living comfortably in a family home, would you still advise young couples to acquire?
In our own home, they can do whatever they want, but they become more responsible. Kasi alam nila, it's their home, it's their room, so definitely 100% iba. Mas malaki ang gastos, but okay naman, bawi naman. Agree, right?
Agree.
Siguro just to add, I'd like to take off dun sa sinabi ni Kate kanina na yung bahay eventually will be something na iiwan din natin to our kids. Like, in your case, Cedric, ano yung dream mo naman space for your family that eventually, pwede mo sabihin na, I built this home for you, I built this space for you. Anong klase yon? Anong environment yung meron?
I think ang non-negotiable ko pagdating sa ganyan ay yung safe yung environment. Malapit siya sa mga means of transportation like mga terminals and also mga trains. Tapos, kung pwede, meron mga police station. At the same time, dyan yung mga marketplaces and hindi siya ganun kalayo sa mga schools. I think yun yung mga kailangan natin consider. Kasi, as much as we want to be hands-on sa anak natin, dating sa point na kailangan nilang gumawa ng sarili nilang path.
Carl, would you like to add on that?
I agree, no? Na yung environment is very, very important. Ako, share ko lang to add on kay Cedric, no? I agree with yung may police station, proximity to schools and all. Kami kasi ng family, one of our bonding is to walk after dinner. And we are very blessed na yung house namin medyo secured, safety. So that single safety measure of being inside a gated community allows you to walk every night, kwentuhan, tawanan. Those are priceless memories na hindi mo magawa pag yung environment mo paglabas hindi safe. So just same kami, environment.
Also, gusto ko rin i-add, since bagong magulang pa lang kami, 4 months pa lang yung baby namin, very important, simula nung bago dumating yung baby namin, lagi namin sinasabi sa isa't isa na kami yung core ng family. At dahil sa maraming responsibility and adjustment sa pagkakaroon ng baby, very important din yung, hindi lang yung mental stability namin, pati yung physical. Like for example, kung merong malapit na gym, or na yun nga, na freely you can walk, and also
Swimming pool.
Swimming as well. And also, syempre, ako, ever since sobrang kasi ako, dog parent talaga ako. So kung may dogs ka, kung safe ba yung road na lalakaran ng mga dogs nyo and kung pet-friendly din ba siya, I think yan yung mga kinoconsider talaga namin since parehas din kami na meron kaming mga alaga.
Kate, would you say yung period ng pagkakaroon ng baby, all the more encouraged or inspired you to really find a place of your own?
Of course. It was no surprise. I mean, to the public naman na it was, the baby came a few months after the wedding. So we weren't able to, as much as we would have liked, we weren't able to plan as much. But when we were thinking na okay, what are the things that we need to do? What are the things we need to consider in terms of like building this family, ganyan. Unang-unang naisip na talaga ni Cedric is I have to set aside so that we can buy a bigger home for you and for little one. So yeah, we've always been talking about it.
Not everyone is as lucky as Kate. Na ang first agad ni Cedric is to actually save. Now, Carl, meron ba siyang, like for Cedric and Kate again, dapat ba right away, I'll get a 3-bedroom house, or a 3-bedroom unit because may kid ako, tas provision pa for another kid, or pwede bang unti-unti yung upgrade ko?
Okay. Huwag tayo ma-pressure na kailangan malaki agad. If ang budget natin, we can afford a bigger house, 3-bedroom, go for it. Para isahan na. But, kung ang budget natin, and I've seen this many, many times, pang 1-bedroom lang, go for the 1-bedroom. Pag medyo umangat-angat na tayo sa buhay, sell the 1-bedroom, go for the 2-bedroom, hulog-hulog ulit. And before you know it, bayad na yung 2-bedroom, may extra na naman, benta, buy a 3-bedroom. That's what's nice about property. It doesn't lose its value. Kaya pwede ka upgrade lang over time. And I've seen this many, many times. I have friends who are now millionaires, pero dati, hindi pa. So upgrade lang. Yes, pwede.
Saka I guess depende rin talaga sa needs. Kasi if you're planning na isang kid pa lang naman muna, then I think 1 or 2 bedroom is more than enough, right?
Definitely.
Sa'yo, Cedric and Kate, ano yung ideal ninyo na parang, are you planning to look into a condo or bahay ba? Something that's rent to own?
Oh my God. Siyempre,
Ako syempre, bilang asawa, sasabihin ko na bahay na agad.
Agree.
So, honey.
Ako, sipagan mo pagsisave, ha? Sipagan
Diretso
mo.
mo na, bahay na.
Ako, hindi naman yung gusto ko. Kasi, syempre, sa namin, sa field of work kasi namin, madalas yung meron kaming mga interaction with different people and also with public and also yung energy kasi na binibigay namin whenever we act. As in, grueling. Nakakapagod talaga siya kasi we have to focus. Tapos ngayon, we have a baby. Kaya I think bahay yung kailangan namin para, alam mo yun, love ko yung may neighbors, pero syempre iba yung kahit paano hindi naman ganun kalapit sa'yo. Kaya iba yung meron kang sariling vicinity talaga na just for your own family. Kaya yun din talaga iniisip ko na nung dumating si Little One, si Rocio, sabi ko, kailangan natin ng sarili nating place kasi eventually magtatatakbo yan. Eventually gusto niya pumunta sa places na hindi ganun ka-compact. So, I think ang pinaka-ideal talaga for starting a family, lalo na kung afford mo, ay to really have something na rent to own. Kasi nga, syempre depende. Depende sa privilege. Kaya ba ng budget natin? Yung rentals, kung rentals lang, go ahead. Pag dumating sa point na kaya na natin ng rent to own, why not? Kasi nga, syempre hard-earned money siya eh. And lalo na ang hirap ng buhay natin sa Pilipinas. Yung pera natin, gusto natin na sobrang maging worth it. So, kung kaya naman na magkaroon ng rent to own, why not? Dadating sa point, yun nga, parang sinabi kanina ni Kate, na ipapasa mo rin yung sa, sa anak mo. At least, yung bahay, stable siya agad pag dumating sa point na siya na may family. Di ba?
Thank you. But gusto ko yung conviction ni Kate, ha? Pagdating talaga, sinabi niya talaga agad, gusto ko bahay na. Kate,
Dream big.
can you expound on that? Bakit agad? Parang you didn't grow up in a, kumbaga, yun ganon. Mas horizontal yung setting than na vertical.
You know, it's so funny. I feel like this is stemming from me growing up and moving house to house. I grew up with a huge family, but we constantly needed to move. So I want to impart or let my son at least experience having to grow up in just one house. Para when he goes home there, flood of memories will come to him at hindi siya yung tour place. I mean, that's just my personal take on it.
Grabe no, such a lovely couple. I mean, if you hear them, yung insights nila, the way they're deciding about their future, it's very inspiring. And I'm sure in the future, when we sit down again, we will be sitting down in your own living room. I-share niyo sa amin ang naging journey ninyo.
Invited kami, ha?
Invite ko kami sa warming.
Lalo na kung bibigyan na kami ni Philinvest.
Thank you, Philinvest.
And representative from Philinvest.
Thank you, Philinvest.
No,
I-claim natin yan.
siguro,
Manifest natin.
i-manifest natin. No, but seriously, ang dami nung insights na pwedeng makuha from this very short conversation. And I feel privileged having had the opportunity to sit down with Kate and Cedric, and of course, my favorite, Carl. Siguro, let's wrap it up with my one last question. Carl, at the end of the day, horizontal, vertical, house and lot, condo, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, mansion, why invest in a home?
Okay, why invest in a property or
In a property.
in a property? Okay. First, I believe in the gift of present. Para sa akin, more than the future, more than the past, the present is the most important. How do we make the present enjoyable for us, for my wife, for my kids, di ba? Ako, sabi ko kanina sa talk ko, kahit maliit yung space, basta I call it home, we are safe, hindi stressful, that's my goal. Kaya, kung meron naman kayong surplus, may rent to own ngayon, huwag kayong mag-worry. 20 years to pay, 30 years to pay, it's okay. Kasi at the end of the day, it will be yours. Because if you rent, after 30 years, nada. Nothing is left behind. Thank you.
Cedric?
I think pag nakikita ko yung family ko, best example sa akin yung mom and dad ko. For the longest time, naalala ko, renting talaga kami. And for 10 years na lang kami na may sarili kaming bahay sa family. And dun ko naramdaman sa kanila na sana mas maaga natin ginawa to. And nasa proper planning siya. And yung investment naman kasi and pag-invest sa isang property ay constant and also mutual decision ng mag-asawa. So katulad nga nung sinabi rin ni Kate na eventually kasi siguro laging point of view ng pagiging actor na panggagalingan namin. There's this thing na sense memory. So like for example, after 10 years or 15 years from now, pag same yung bahay pinupuntahan namin and at the same time ni Little One, ni Rocio, nandun yung memory niya na, dito sa spot na to, dito ako naglalaro, or dito ako pinagalitan ni Mama at Papa kasi kinulayan ko yung wall. Yung mga ganun ba na, alam mong hindi siya nadadaan sa pera. Nadadaan siya with memories. And mabuo mo lang siya pag once na nakapag-invest ka sa isang property, lalo na ang bahay. Dahil hindi lang siya about, sabi nga kanina na, hindi lang siya kung gaano kalaki or kung gaano kaliit. At least masasabi mo na sa'yo yung place na yun.
It's home. Kate?
Si Enchong D. Yeah, si
Enchong.
Padre Zamora.
Ako naman, I think I'll try to keep this short. I believe it's important for us to have our own home or our own properties because let's start na lang with ourselves. When we take care of our vessel, when we take care of our bodies, there's a better chance for us to thrive. So when we have that opportunity to thrive because of the environment we're in a safe place to kind of grow and hindi tayo, gaya nga sabi ni Cedric, naka-survival mode. We're able to thrive and think better, make healthier choices for ourselves, and in effect, we can pass that on to our families and our children. So I feel like that hindi lang natin siya nabibigyan masyado ng pansin. But yes, everything starts at home.
Thrive, not survive. Yun yung takeaway ko.
Thrive, not survive. So again, thank you, Kate. Thank you, Cedric. And thank you, Enchong. Again, for me, siguro, at the end of the day, do it when it feels right. And I guess for Philinvest, it always feels right.
Yon.
So have a good afternoon, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.